Preview.
Hello guys and welcome to the basic learning, new basic learning. So in this part we are going to cover the biology session in which I am going to start the chapter the flower. So basically I hope that you all have seen the flower, and obviously you have seen a flower. You must be having the favorite ones also. My favorite flower is the rose because it's very attractive in nature. It smells good and it's attractive, you can say. It's beautiful. So my favorite flower is the rose. And if we talk about the parts of a flower, it mainly the flower is of two types. First, that is the bisexual, and another one is unisexual. So first is the unisexual and another one is the bisexual. Okay. What is unisexual flower? When a flower consists either the male or the female part. That means either the androecium or the gynoecium. Androecium is the male part and gynoecium is the female part. Either it contains the androecium or it contains the gynoecium. Then the bisexual, when the flower consists both the parts. When it contains both the parts, then when the male part is also there and the female part is also there, then we call it as the bisexual flower. Androecium also and gynoecium also. When both the parts are present, then we call it as the bisexual flower. Then comes, suppose this is the flower. Sorry for the bad diagram. Here I have drawn the diagram only for the example. So, suppose this is the flower. When a flower grows singly or in a cluster, that means in a group. Okay, that we call as an inflorescence. Okay, that part we call as an inflorescence when a flower grows singly or in clusters. So that part we call as an inflorescence. Then comes the stalk. The end of the stalk of a flower on which the flower grows, and the stalk, this we call as the pedicel. This we call as the pedicel. Okay. The flower of the stalk of an individual flower, that we termed as the pedicel, and the one on which the flower grows in a cluster. That means it grows here in a cluster. Okay. This part we call as the peduncle. This part we call as the peduncle, and the end of the stalk we call as the pedicel. And this whole process is called the inflorescence. The flowers in which the flowers when grow in a cluster or singly, that we call as an inflorescence. Then comes, if the flower do not have the pedicel, that flowers we called as, when the flower do not have the pedicel, that flowers we called as sessile flowers. Okay, when a flower do not have the pedicel, that flower we called as the sessile flower. You can see example I am giving you, that is cactus. You can see this in the cactus. Cactus do not have the pedicel, and that we call as the sessile flower. Okay, then comes the parts of the flower. There are four whorls of the flower that are, number one is calyx, number second is corolla, third is the male part, that is the androecium, and the fourth part is the gynoecium. These are the four whorls of the flower: sepals, petals, androecium and the gynoecium. Androecium was the you can say androecium has two parts, anther and the filament. Gynoecium has three parts, stigma, style and the ovary. Calyx are named as sepals. Collective name for the sepals is the calyx. Collective name for the petals are the corolla. Okay. Then androecium and the gynoecium. Androecium is the stamen and gynoecium is the carpel. Now comes to the function. The function of the calyx is to protect the flower in a bud stage. When it is in the bud stage, then corolla, petals, these are the brightly colored leaf-like structures. These are brightly colored, known as petals, and collective name for the petals are corolla. So the function of the petals is to protect, the function of the corolla is to protect the inner walls of the flower. Okay. Then the stamen, it consists of two parts, that is anther and the filament. Okay, it looks like this. You have seen a diagram, I will draw here. Suppose so this part is the stigma. This is the female part. This is the style. And here comes the ovary. This is the ovary. These are the sepals and these are the, you can say, petals. Okay, then this is the anther and this part is the filament. Then comes the filament. Filament transports the food and water to the anther. Okay, so anther also consists of two lobes. The two lobes are there. It consists of pollen sacs. And each pollen sac consists of two, you can say these are the pollen sacs, and inside it the pollen grains are present. Pollen grains. Each pollen grain has a haploid number of chromosomes. Okay, and when the anther reaches to the maturity, or you can say it matures fully, then it splits. It means, suppose this is the anther. Each anther, each pollen sac consists of, each lobe consists of two pollen sacs, and each pollen sac consists of, inside it the pollen grains are present. You can see the pollen grains. And when it matures, the anther matures, it splits means it opens. It opens and releases the pollen grain. It splits and releases the pollen grain. This was the anther part, and then comes to the stigma. Stigma is the part of a female part, that is the female reproductive part. It is the gynoecium. Okay, then this is the style and this is the ovary. It consists of three parts. Female reproductive consists of three parts. Stigma is the part which receives the pollen grain during pollination. Stigma receives the pollen grains during the pollination, and style hold the stigma in a very suitable position so that it can receive the pollen grain. Then the ovary. This is the ovary. It consists of ovules. These are the ovules present inside it. And each ovule consists of eggs, cells, you can say, that is the ovum. This is the ovum. Then comes ovary. This is the ovary, and you can say that this part, this is the ovule. Ovule is connected to the ovary. It means in the region of the ovary. The ovules are connected to the ovary, that we called as the placenta. Okay, that part we called as a placenta. Here you can see. And you can see like this. This is the ovary. These are the ovules, and inside this egg cells are present, that we call as ovum. Then this region. This region is called as the placenta. Okay. This part we call as the placenta, and this is the ovary. These are the ovules. Ovules are attached to the wall of the ovary. Okay. Then this short stalk. This you can see, this part. This part. This we call as the funicle. This is the short stalk at the end of the ovule. This we call as the funicle. So this part we have completed the four walls of the flower. The four walls of the flower was calyx, corolla, stamen, that is androecium, and the carpels are the gynoecium, that is the female part, and the androecium was male part. So we have completed the four walls of the flower, their function, and inside the ovary and the ovule, the female part also, male part also. So let's meet in the next lecture, that is the pollination and fertilization. Till then, stay happy and stay tuned. Thanks for watching.